What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rax and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Cosmic Eclipse and how it has been mooning for the past couple months, and now a lot of people have been talking about it. We're going to be checking out all the cards and also their respective PSA 10s, and also their pop reports, and also the sealed product. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's get started with the Lily's Full Force. Lily's Full Force. About a year ago, it was around $170, but it has been going down like crazy. I reached at the bottom around December for around 120. A couple sold for 115. I do remember like looking at this card, trying to see if I can buy around that 115 mark. But it has been kind of slowly going up here, as we can see. You know, in the last 6 months, it has been pretty much where it was before, but it did dip down at a low at 120. Now it's going back up to around 130. The most recent sold has been 150, 150, 149, 140, 137. So it is definitely going on the uptick. The cheapest one you can buy right now on TCG Player is 153 with 98. So it's definitely going up in price. As we can see here, for a PSA 10 of this card on eBay, it has been recently selling for around 329. We are a couple, so 325, 350, under 300. So around that 300, 350 mark. It is going up though, so if you're really looking at this card, try to buy it right now. We got a pop report of 708 9s and 905 10s. So there's more 10s than there are 9s, but it's still a pretty low pop for this card. Next up, we got Cynthia and Caitlyn Full Art. So this card has actually been going up for the past year. It's up 5%. It did dip below at around that 122, 120 mark. Even a couple sold at 100. But most recently, it has been selling for around that 136, 150, 130. So around that 130 mark is pretty fine. Cheapest one you can buy on TCG Player is 129 with 99 cents. So on eBay, the PSA 10 has been selling around that $315 mark, 300, 250. 270, and another sale here for 280. So around that 280 to $300 mark, it has crossed $300. If you're looking into getting one of these, you should try and get it right now. Right, for the pop report of this card, it has around 400 9s and around 610. So again, like Lily, there's more 10s than there are 9s, but it's still a really low pop. Well, actually, for this card, we have a very special guest. We have Wes Collects, otherwise known as Evan, on the channel, people. Since it is his favorite card in the set, I'm very excited to have him here and talk about it. So I'm gonna start rambling, and I'll leave it to you, Evan.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, folks. What's going on, folks? It's your boy, Wes Collects, and I am here to talk about my number one or my number two. You know what? Just for y'all, I'm going to go with number one, my favorite card from Cosmic Eclipse. If y'all don't know me, like I said, my name is Wes Collects. I'm the singles god. If you need singles, man, look at the slabs, man. Always buying, always trading those hot, super hot singles, man. Super duper hot singles in your area. I will take them. So, like I said, man, my favorite card is going to be, boom, this Ends Resolve from Cosmic Eclipse. This is my favorite card from Cosmic Eclipse. I'm saying it right now. And you might be like, well, Evan, whoa, 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 near mint, 56, man. This is not valuable. Well, hold your horses, Timmy. Hold your horses. Because if you scroll down, we're on TCG Player. If you scroll right on down, boom, the lowest listed, $100 from a 0% pleb. Then you have a $100, 1,000 sales, 120 light play, 150, 150, 150. There's only 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 copies of this card on TCG Player, folks. That means that this card is not $56, right? It's a no-brainer. Now, let's go and check eBay. What do we have here? This is just for mint copies of the card. And as you can see here, this $35 listing, obviously not available. Somebody bought it. Good stuff. But listed on eBay right now, you got some fakes from China. You got some bidders. You got $100, $100, $45 in Japanese. PSA 10 is going for $240. This listed right here. Let's go and take a look at the sold listings. 35. But again, take these eBay listings with a grain of salt. Some of these, like Chinese and all this other stuff, these totally could be fakes. But PSA 10 going for $240. That is not too shabby. Like I said, this listing right here, $100. Actually, might pick it up myself. Looks pretty clean, folks. As far as pop reports go, 372 copies, 136 and a 9. So definitely, I wouldn't say easy to get in a PSA 10, but if you do submit a clean copy, you are more likely to get it in a PSA 10. But folks, the thing about Cosmic Eclipse that I love, and I just have to talk about it, is the cards in this set are absolutely gorgeous. I know if you are looking to invest in some hot singles, those alarm bells should start going off in your head right now for this set, folks. Let me tell you, so many good cards in this set. Rosa, Arceus Dialga, Blastoise Piplup, Solgaleo Lunala, the Lilies Full Force, folks. Let me tell you right now, this card is undervalued, okay? Undervalued. The waifu craze, I'm telling you, the waifu craze will have a resurgence, mark my words. Just recently picked this up. Today, the Lacey Special Illustration Rare from Stellar Crown. These waifus will moon. They will moon. I can tell you that for a fact. Singles God West Collects signing off. Take it away, Rax.
Thank you so much, Evan, for being part of this video. Hopefully we can make more content soon. And for everyone that doesn't know, huge announcement we got for you guys. West Collects and I will be attending Card Party 3 all 3 days in Tampa this coming summer. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to make so many videos, so many shorts. We have a lot of bangers for you guys. So yeah, and I wanted to thank Evan one more time before we get on with the video. So yeah, thank you so much, man. All right, next up we got the red and blue full art. This card, it actually does look really cool. It is up 13% on the year. About a year ago you could get it for around $90-$70. As you can see there, it says 75, and then right now it's selling for around 106, 90, 99, 97, 97, 95. So it is right around that $100 mark. Cheapest one you can buy right now, 108. However, a PSA 10 for this card on eBay has been selling for around that 324, 365. Then we got another one for 260, 250, and then 275. So you can get it pretty safely under 300. So, but again, it is going up. The latest one is above 300. So try to get this card as fast as you can if you really want it. For red and blue, the pop report is around 500 9s and around 800 10s. So same thing as the other ones. There are more 10s than there are 9s. However, the pop report is pretty low. Next card, we got a Charizard and Breakin GX. This is one of the few cards that have not blown up in price yet, so this might be low-key of a sleeper. It is down 14% on the year, and the most recent sales are around 78, 83, 74, 73, so it is right around market. Cheapest one you can buy right now is $74.99 plus 99 shipping, so around $76, which is slightly above market, 74, but that's pretty much on market. All right, for the PSA 10 of this card, you can get it around safely 170, 210 to 172, 200. So you can get around that 170 mark to $200 mark. However, there has, as you can see here, there's one at 225, 217, 250. But the most recent sold as a bid for 177. So, all right, the pop report for this card, as we can see, there's about 1,000 9s and 1.6 thousand 10s. So there's about 600 more 10s than there are 9s. So pop report is pretty high for this card. So I don't really see it go explode in price here from the next week. So you still have time to pick this up if you really want it. Next card, I really like this card. It's very pretty. It's the Pikachu Secret Rare. It looks very nice, just very cute. It is up 76% on the year. A couple months ago, you could get it for around $38 to $40, but right now it's selling for around $65, $84, $65, $72. Cheapest one you can buy right now on TCG Player is $60. But he has 95 ratings, so if you want someone a little bit more reliable, just pay the extra $5. All right, for the PSA 10 of this card, you can get it around for $294. We've seen at $325, $289. So you can get it pretty below $300, so that's pretty good. You still have time to get this card if you really want to. All right, so this one's pretty interesting. The pop report for this card, there's 5,800 9s, but there's way less 10s. So there's 3,300 10s. So that might be a really good motivator for people to actually boost up this price due to there's less 10s than there are 9s. We've seen it happen with the Magikarp, how the pop report, it's really hard to get that 10, so that price tag really differs once you get a 10 versus when you get a 9. So this might actually be a pretty good pickup. It's Pikachu, it looks very cute, and there's less 10s than there are 9s. So alright, next up, this one, I really like this one. It looks pretty cool. It has the Mallow and Lana full art. It is actually down 8% on the year. Last year was around 74, 72, and then it crashed all the way down to 63 bucks. But now it's, kind of picking up, and it's selling around that $60 mark, $68 mark. So we got 68, 79, 68, 65, 65, and so on. Cheapest one you can buy right now is 65 plus 3 shipping, so it's around 68 bucks. All right, for the PSA 10 for this card, you can get it for around 158. You can get a best offer accepted below 200. There's another one for 150, 148, 148. So it's still relatively cheap, not that expensive for this card in the PSA 10. Well, as you can see here, there's 409s and 810s. So it's a lot easier to get that 10. So the 10 won't really bring or drive that much of a premium in the long term. Next up, we got the top hit of the set, or used to be the top hit of the set. You might be kind of confused when I say that, but just wait until the end of the video. So Rosa, this card is pretty cool. It is up 15% on the year. About a year ago, you can get around that right below $200 mark, 180, 190. But right now, selling well above $230. Most recent sold actually a couple of days ago for $289, $220, $260. Cheapest one you can buy right now on TCG Player is $285 plus 5 shipping, so $290. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. That's a pretty nice jump. Most recently, this card in the PSA 10 has been selling for over $400, $465. Another one for $397. Another one for $400, $450, $500, $420, $440, $470. So around that $400 to $500 range. As we can see here, there's a lot more 10s than there are 9s. There's 700 9s and 1,100 10s. So you won't really see that huge discrepancy between the prices of the 10s and the 9s like other cards I mentioned, but it still drives a pretty good premium. As you can see here, you can buy the Rock Hobby for around 200 to 300, and it's selling for 400, 500 in a PSA 10. So that's a pretty good turnaround. Next up, we got one of my personal favorites, the Arceus Dialga Palkia GX. This one looks really sick. I actually personally have this one in a raw copy. About a year ago, you could get it for around 160, 150. I actually bought it for 160 right around August, September maybe. And now it's actually up 21% on the year. It's selling over 200 bucks. Most recent sold 225, 205, 215, 210, and also another one for 250. Cheapest one you can buy right now at TCG Player is 232 bucks. And then it jumps to 250, so it is going up pretty significantly. However, this card has been selling in the PSA 10 for over $800. I'm personally very kind of bitter because I actually was looking for this card around $400 in June, but now it's, and I didn't get it. I couldn't find it anywhere at Card Party. Someone just sold it before me, and also a card shop also just sold it before I got it, right before I texted them. And right now it's skyrocketed to $800. As we can see here, that's kind of weird. The PSA 10 for this card has the same amount of pop report as the PSA 9, so that's kind of weird. That's kind of cool, to be honest. So yeah, as you can see, well, it's pretty much 50-50, kind of like the Giratina from Lost Origin. The Giratina from Lost Origin has the same amount. I think it has a little bit more PSA 10s than PSA 9s, but it's still right around 50-50. And that card in the PSA 10 has been selling double than what it is a PSA 9. But I'm still really bitter, and I wish I got this. Next up, we got the Reshiram and Zekrom GX Secret Rare, the rainbow one. That looks low-key better than the other one, but I didn't say nothing. About a year ago, you could get it for around that $50 mark, $60 mark, but now it's all selling well above 80 bucks. It's up 52% on the year. However, most recent sold is at 140, 100, 144, 94. And the cheapest one you can buy at TCG Players, 174. That's kind of crazy. Most recently, this card sold for over $300 in a PSA 10. We got another one for $379. We got $379, $325. So as you can see, it doubled in about a month. So that's kind of crazy. However, the pop report for this card is looking around kind of like a lot of the other cards in Cosmic Eclipse. You do get a lot more 10s than 9s. So 400 9s and 650 10s. Right, next up is the normal version of this card, which I am low-key bitter because I bought this card at 120 and then I sold it for 130 because I was buying other stuff. But then a week after I sold it for 130, it exploded. So now it's selling well above $300, which is insane. Really stupid. I don't know how cards explode almost 200% in a week. That's kind of weird. So you can get it for around 90, 100, 120 about a year ago, and now it's up 100%. You know, it's selling for over 300 to 340. Now the cheapest one you can buy right now at TCG Players, 285 plus for shipping from a guy that's not very reputable. So be careful with that, and then you just go up to 310. I'm pretty sure you can get this card a little bit cheaper on eBay, so try to like look at the photos, look at the pictures, and you make your judgment call. But in the pop report, we can see right here that there's 743 9s and 622 10s. So there's a lot less 10s than there are 9s. So that also helps with the card in the long term. In a PSA 10, however, we can kind of see where things get a little bit weird. In January 25, one sold for 450, but then not even a week later, it sold for $900. So like 2 weeks later, $900, 2x instantly. So that is kind of weird, to be honest. It's a little bit weird. But then one sold today for 600, so it's above 200. So that makes more sense than the $900 one. So because it is selling for above $300, I do think this will end up being the top hit of Cosmic Eclipse, which honestly it deserves it. It does look really, really cool. This is probably my favorite card in the set. As the N has the Zekrom, as the Reshiram, you know, the electricity, the fire. It just looks really cool and just looks super sick here. So I am really a favorite of this card. However, there's this one remaining card that's pretty much the same card, but the lower rarity version of it that is up. I don't know if you can see that, up 549% on the year. Absolutely ridiculous. A couple months ago, this was not even a $20 card, $15 card for the entirety of the year, and now it exploded for above $70 with one sold for 93. That is insane. That's insane. That's the next little moon right there. That is ridiculous. As we can see here, there's 746 9s and 708 10s. So technically there's less 10s than there are 9s. It's right around that 50% of getting a 9 or a 10. All right, so let's get started with the seal portion of the video, starting off with the set of 4 sleeve pack blisters. As we can see here, so market price is 136, but most recent sold was 134 about 2 months ago. So I checked on eBay and it's pretty much there at 133, sold not even a week ago. So it's right around that 130, possibly hitting that 140 in a couple of weeks. Next up, we got this Victini 3-pack blister. About a year ago, it was around $70. Now it's at 95. Most recent sold for 99 bucks about not even a week ago. So yeah, cheapest one you can buy right now is 100 bucks. All right, let's get into the booster box. This booster box has been going pretty crazy in the last year, up 34%. About a year ago, it was around 860 bucks. Now it's over $1,100. However, it is selling for well above $1,400, $1,499. So it has officially surpassed Evolving Skies with these most recent sales, which I do kind of think is a good thing. due to this set being much older than Evolving Skies. I think 2-3 years if I'm not mistaken. But that kind of shows how strong Evolving Skies is. So that's kind of an anomaly. But if we compare a Cosmic Eclipse with Fusion Strike, Cosmic Eclipse just straight out wins due to the age of the set. Cheapest one you can buy right now is 1.6k. But if you want to go for a more reputable seller, you can go for $2,000. You can probably get this cheaper in person or on eBay. Next up, we got the Elite Trainer Box. I think this Elite Trainer Box looks really, really cool. Very, very slick, very clean. So about a year ago, it was around that $382 mark. Now it's selling for well above $500. So that's a 40% increase. Most recent sold for $565, $572, and $587 a couple months ago. So it could be a little bit higher. Cheapest one, actually no, never mind. The cheapest one you can buy right now is $555 plus 10 shipping. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Cosmic Eclipse has been kind of slowing down during the last year, but now due to all the market boom, it has been picking up, and it is picking up very strongly. So I do see a very bright future for Cosmic Eclipse, and it might actually hit possibly $2,000 by the end of the year. The booster box, or possibly 2.5. But I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost close to 100 subscribers, and I would appreciate it if we get there by the end of the month. If not next month, we're at 78 right now, so I know we can do it. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram. I post stuff there all the time. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.